Regards and good wishes, people of the world. Every now and then, and often just at the right time, the universe will remind you that in spite of whatever jackassery du jour is currently eroding what remains of your sanity, that things will be okay. You simply have to be courageous enough to play the long game and surrender your trust to the precept that the universe demands balance. Let's get into it, shall we?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Lift off and the clock has started.
Oh yeah, that fabulous music must mean it's time for me to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good day to you all. I hope this message finds you truly well and joyful and that you are constantly striving for balance. Thanks for joining me here on OGI. I am your host, Scott Schroeder. As always, flesh and blood, never AI generated, not here, And I sit here grateful for a little bit of your valuable time, but your active support helps the show survive and advance. So wherever you are consuming this, please like, subscribe, rate, review, and whatever else those algorithm overlords demand. Rare and treasured are the days, my friends, when one is able to take delight in finding the simplest of universal truths among the perpetual friction and frenzy of existence. Fear not, for there exists a place free from discord and dissonance. The sheltered harbor in which you seek refuge from the chaos is known as balance. There are forces battling for your soul, ladies and gentlemen. Conventional wisdom will tear you asunder, but universal truth will always be your beacon in the darkness. Conventional wisdom is nothing more than the intellectual clutter of quasi-informed kiddie pool pirates who aimlessly bump into the walls and whims of popular narrative. But universal truth is pure function and reason, a perfect and unassailable state that transcends space-time and simply is. Topping the list of the blessed invariable constants that form the ethereal substance of existence is the harmony of balance. And as I noted previously and will evangelize until my imminent transcendental dirt nap, the universe will always demand balance. If you can find balance across the spectrum of your life, the pieces of the puzzle tend to fall into place a bit more readily, do they not? And where can you look for balance? Well, one can find balance in sunrise and sunset, or the rise and fall of the tide for sure, or the enhanced equilibrium of proper exercise coupled with proper rest. But the most delightful place to find the quintessence of perfect balance is right in your pantry. Does that sound crazy? Actually, it's quite elemental. Where can you find the perfect embodiment of balance in your world? What if I told you the answer was right between two slices of white bread? There may be no more perfect balance of flavor and texture in the physical universe than the bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There is no more relatable symbol of balance than the elegantly humble BLT. Crispy and salty bacon with a hint of fat for flavor and chew. Oh yeah. Bright and acidic tomato for a pop of zest. The earthy and watery crunch of iceberg lettuce. And the creamy tang of mayo that insulates the lightly toasted white bread from becoming soggy. Each element of the BLT unobtrusively serves a function as part of a thing greater than itself. Each element of the BLT gives itself to the fusion, creating perfection from simple beauty the way the spectrum of colors creates pure white light without destroying its constituents. This sandwich, this BLT, this sandwich is an engineering marvel. It is complex in its simplicity. It is esculent joy. It is childhood before multiplicity ruins life. It is the comestible enlightenment. It is perfect. Sadly, though, We are loath to leave well enough alone. We humans tend toward the fixing of things that don't need to be fixed. Whether for a marketing reboot, a new operating system, or out of sheer boredom, when we run out of things that should be updated, we start messing around with everything else without evaluating its effectiveness. Why? Well, because different than before must be better, right? No. Mankind is inclined to make sad attempts at enhancing that which needs no enhancement, inclined to monkey around with everything from fonts and margins to the human genome. When bored for more than 3 seconds, instead of taking a small step back and actually enjoying the gift of simple elegance, we paint racing stripes on it and stencil our name on the door. Brioche, cheese, avocado, garlic aioli, and microgreens, accompanied by bacon, can certainly make for a delicious sandwich, but do not have the temerity to call it a BLT, for it is something else entirely. It is conventional wisdom, while the BLT is universal truth. The BLT does not need enhancements, embellishments, or updating. Simplicity of function is not boring or nascent and unimproved, and it certainly is not overvalued. Are joy and perfect harmony overvalued? Trapped in this mindset, there are those who see the BLT as overrated and passé. To borrow from George Carlin, that makes as much sense as someone saying, "Hey, hand me that piano." It's incongruous. The BLT is perfection in its simple elegance. To say it's overrated as a sandwich is to say water doesn't have much to offer as a beverage. Water is what it's supposed to be. It doesn't need to be anything else to accomplish its mission. The same is true for our very dear friend, the unpretentious BLT. Unpretentious means simple and honest, and that is precisely what the BLT delivers. Isn't that the very essence of what we're all looking for here? Authenticity. The bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich is verisimilitude on bread. There are so very few truly special things in this world. Embrace the simple joy of balance without pretense. Say it with me now, y'all. I am balance. I am harmony. I am a BLT. And that is enough to ponder for now. This episode is dedicated to Socrates, who died pursuing critical thought, and Alton Brown, who taught me everything about the importance of balance in the flavor and texture of food. OGI can be found on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Riverside.fm, Podbean, and everywhere else in the podcast universe. Episodes and content will also be posted on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Please subscribe, rate, and review. Your active support is critical. And as you go forth today, ladies and gentlemen, remember that life is all trial and error. Try to do a little bit better than yesterday. Live, laugh, love. Be mindful, be fit, and be authentic. And if that is all you have, today will be a good day. Peace out, homies, and see y'all next time.